What's up, everyone? The most chaotic head of household so far has officially happened on Big Brother 27. We've got so much to talk about, so welcome to your live feed update. Right before we get started, if you are new around here, make sure that you hit the subscribe button. I'm here every single day of the season giving you everything you need to know about what's going on in the Big Brother 27 house. So whether it's voting, strategies or alliances, you want to make sure that you're on top of everything. So hit the subscribe button and I got you back. Also, hit the like button. That one really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. As a smaller content creator, those likes go a really long way. So there's two things there, folks. Subscribe, like, let's get to the update. Question of the day now, folks, and with Adrian being evicted from the Big Brother house last night, I want people to give me a little bit of a review of Adrian's game. I'll start y'all off. To me, very sweet guy, very nice guy, but he came in saying that he is a super fan and that he literally said the line that he's going to game like nobody else has gamed before, and we're going to see levels of mastermind and genius that we've never seen before. I'm still waiting for it. I was underwhelmed by Adrian, but a very nice guy. Let me know what you thought of Adrian in the comment section below. Alright gang, strap yourselves in for probably one of my favourite updates of the season so far. We've got a hell of a lot to talk about. Honestly, if you went to sleep last night before we found out the head of household, basically the equivalent of a Big Brother bomb has went off. Prepare for this. Okay, the new head of household and taking control of the nominations this week is Rylie. A massive congratulations to... Sorry? What's that? What? Sorry? Oh, we've got word. Okay, folks, hot off the press, we've got word that Mickey has used her power to dethrone the head of household. She's using it. She's using the power. Mickey is using her power to dethrone the head of household. The house guests had 5 minutes to deliberate, basically, or interrogate, I guess, on who Rylie had to figure out who was trying to dethrone him. Guess who came in clutch? Ashley steps up to the plate. This is Ashley, right? Ashley steps up to the plate and she manages to convince Rylie that she is the one with the power. Rylie picked Ashley and then Mickey won head of household. Mickey is the new head of household for the week. Now it sounds like while the feeds are down, Rylie got a little bit butthurt. He literally apparently turned around to Mickey and Morgan and said, You f***ing liar. Which is crazy because he was literally about to put Mickey, Morgan and Ashley on the block if he had stuck with his head of household. So then when he turned around and then did that, that was just, to me, just on a personal level, that was just sweet justice. But yeah, like I said, sweet justice. Him calling them a liar when he was about to do the exact same thing to them, I think just sums up Rylie's character. And to be quite frankly, as an updater, after watching weeks on end of him call women bitches and asking Kat to sit on his lap and saying, Daddy will show you how to, in certain things, it's very evident that this man doesn't really know how to respect women as much as he respects men. So quite frankly, hell yeah, Mickey. Morgan, being the gamer that she is, of course, was trying to save face all night, and she was standing on business that she did not know that Mickey had the power, which we all know is a complete crock of crap. She 100% knew the power, but Morgan, being Morgan, of course, she's gaming hard, and I can never fault that girl. She is so good. She really tries to game every opportunity that she can, and even when she's not gaming, I feel like she's thinking about gaming, and to me, that's exactly what we want. I've talked about how Adrian was really underwhelming, said he was a super fan, and then all he did was mope around and not really try and campaign for himself, and then he was out the door. Nice guy, very nice guy, but not a good player, whereas Morgan isn't even a super fan. But I tell you what, she is a gamer, and I feel like if we had 16, 17 Morgans in that house, we'd be going and we'd be constantly entertained by everything that's going on. So Morgan continuing to stand on business that she did not know about Mickey's power. With Kelly having survived the block last night, she is in the house for another week, and here's an interesting piece of trivia. It's Kelly's birthday on August 7th. When is the next eviction night? It's August 7th, and Kelly has been on the block pretty much as the backup person every single week so far. If you're in doubt, throw Kelly on the block. So if Kelly does end up on the block this week, which is kind of looking likely, we're going to talk about the nomination plans very, very soon. She will likely be sat on the block on her birthday unless she wins the veto. Could she be evicted on her birthday? Wouldn't that be crazy? Imagine, there's 365 days in a year. Imagine the odds of ending up getting evicted on that one day that is your birthday. For eviction night to even land on your birthday, the odds are crazy there. But to be evicted on your birthday would be absolutely insane. And I think we should just all keep that one in mind going into this week, that Kelly, her birthday is coming up and she could be evicted on it. Now, in the head of household competition, it sounds like people were paired together or maybe teamed up in some way, shape or form. We don't know the intricacies of it yet, and we will find out during the episode on Sunday night. But it sounds like the house guests were teamed up, and lo and behold, Rachel and Keanu ended up being teamed up. But it sounds like Rachel actually threw the comp in order to make sure that Keanu didn't become the head of household. Very wise move from her, because Keanu probably would have put her up, but also Rachel got praise from Morgan for that, because she said, I can't imagine that was easy to do that, because Rachel has been absolutely dying to get a letter and to see some pictures of her husband Brendan, that we all know and love, and her kids. So for her to throw that and give away another week of not being able to see them, I think Morgan knew how much that meant to her, because not everybody in here is is married to somebody or has kids. So I think I guess it's harder for the family folks, for the married folks. I think that's the impression I get anyway. Not saying it's not hard for the folks who aren't in that situation, but I'm definitely noticing that the folks who are married or have kids definitely miss home a bit more than the ones who don't. So Morgan was just acknowledging Rachel, saying, I appreciate you doing that, because that must have been so freaking hard to sacrifice another week of not seeing Brendan and the kids. Let's talk about nominations. Now, a lot of talk around if a dethroned head of household can actually be nominated, because in previous years when somebody's been dethroned, they've been made immune for the week. This situation might be a little different. We don't know the rules yet. Definitely going to be more clarified today when the nominations are actually made. I'm filming this way before the nomination ceremony. So basically, I guess my guess would be the fact that Rylie had the opportunity to stop the dethroning. So he had the chance to say Mickey and then keep his head of household. Because he had that opportunity, that he will still be able to be nominated. Because a lot of the people who have been dethroned in the past, they don't even get that opportunity. It just, the screen comes on and goes, AI is taking over, the deepfake nominations, yada, 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 right? And they don't get a chance to even combat it. Whereas Rylie did, so that makes me think that he actually will still be susceptible to be nominated. And Mickey does plan on putting Rylie up on the block. Rylie, of course, was planning on going bam, 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 Mickey, Ashley, Morgan. He wanted to put all three of those girls up. Sorry, them bitches, as he refers them as. What a pleasant man. But yeah, he was very, very butthurt about his thing being, his HOH being dethroned. And, like he said, he lashed out and said, F you, you're an effing liar, all that kind of stuff, when he was literally about to put them up himself. That's a hypocrite if you ask me. Fair enough that he vented out, because that must be really frustrating to lose your head of household. But let's not act like you weren't going to do the exact same thing. So Mickey does plan on putting Rylie up. But her other two nominees, I kind of touched on Kelly earlier. I do think Kelly will be one of them. And I think Keanu will be another. Of course, when I found this out, I was very, very disappointed. I don't like when people put the same people up week after week after week after week. And to me, it's annoying, because I feel like Mickey drew a line in the sand there when she dethroned the head of household. So why is she not drawing a line in the sand with her nominations? It's clear that Rylie is her target, but I think she is just using Kelly and Keanu as collateral damage. Maybe there is some strategy in the fact that she knows that Keanu could win the veto, because he's done it. He's done it twice now. Well, Casey did it, of course, first, but let me just put this scenario, folks, into y'all's heads, because this is very, very likely going by the BB blockbuster in this season. Let's say Mickey nominates Rylie, Kelly, and Keanu. Keanu wins the veto. Very likely. Definitely a possibility, at least. then Mickey would have to name a replacement nominee. That replacement nominee would most likely be Kat, because she is all over Rylie, or more so Rylie is all over her. So therefore she would be the replacement there. Kelly could win Blockbuster again, and then boom, Rylie and Kat are sat on the table at eviction night, and one of them is going to be chopped. That is possible, but it's also possible it could go a completely other direction, where if Rylie wins, I think Kat would go up. The only way this could backfire is if Rylie wins one and Kat wins the other, Blockbuster and Veto, because then Kelly and Keanu would be sat on the block, and then it's kind of a waste of a head of household. But in Mickey's case, Keanu is kind of not showing any like I've talked all week, haven't I, guys, about how he needs to get in with the women, or otherwise he's screwed, because both sides are just going to put him up as the collateral damage norm. So if he goes, it's a product of his own game, in my opinion. He thinks he's the mastermind. Why is he on the block every single week if he's the mastermind? It doesn't make sense, right? And here's the thing. If he does go this week, at least it's kind of removed one person from the equation that is so like kind of wishy-washy and you don't really know where you stand with them. Kelly, on the other hand, is firmly not with the girls, so that one makes a lot more sense for Mickey. For Lauren, it didn't make sense because Keanu was more inclined to go with her side and Kelly was on her side. So Mickey, it makes more sense, but also, come on, let's get these nominations a bit more fresh. But yes, Rylie is the target this week, but will he head out the door on Thursday night is another question. That is all of your live feed updates for today, folks. I thoroughly hope you all enjoyed watching. Definitely a firecracker of a week ahead of us. I'm very, very excited to see how things play out, especially looking forward to seeing on Sunday's episode the interrogation and the dethroning of the head of household. Definitely a juicy week. Rylie definitely getting riled up. It's in the name there, folks. Not surprised at all. But also, yeah, like I've discussed, I've seen his character over the last few weeks, and it's kind of nice to see him get humbled a little bit, just on a personal level. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. I will remind everybody that I am now covering The Challenge. The new season just premiered, Vets and New Threats. It's legendary veterans of The Challenge and new threats, including some folks from Big Brother. We've got Cedric, we've got Blue and America from the past few seasons. So some people certainly to watch there, and also some Survivor favourites. Lots and lots of good people there, folks. So I'm covering The Challenge. So the first episode breakdown is up on The Challenge right now if you want to check that out. It's a couple uploads ago. You can go find that. I'll also link it at the end of this video if you want to check that out. But I'm going to sign out with super thanks. We've got one for today, and it's from the wonderful Barbara Gamma 4517. Barbara says, thanks. I thoroughly enjoy your updates. Why, thank you, Barbara. I appreciate that. But this one is for Sam. Yeah, hell yeah. I love that Sam started the vote count scenarios with your accent. She's adorable. Sam is freaking amazing. And how about I bring Sam in? Sam, you want to come in?
Hello.
Sam's first super thanks on the channel. Thank you so much, Barbara.
Thank you, Barbara. I really appreciate it. That's so sweet.
And I think you had a lot of fun imitating my accent.
I did. Swoofooks.
Well, here's the thing. I didn't mind her doing that so much because off the camera, I am always mimicking Sam's accent, so it was only fair. All the time. Almost every day.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I'm American. I'm American. So I think it was fair that Sam got their own back on me. But thank you so much, Barbara. We appreciate you, my love, very, very much. Sam, you want to sign the thing out with me? Should we do it? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, in the meantime, don't forget to like,
share,
comment,
subscribe.
But until your next live feed update,
I'm Tom Vasey.
He's been your host.
He's been your host.
Tom Vasey. Say it with me. Good night.